Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Oakland University's virtual welcome reception for presidential scholars. My name is Shane Lewis. I'm the Director of Undergraduate Admissions here at Oakland, and we are excited not only to welcome you and your family here with us virtually tonight, but also to celebrate your great accomplishment as a recipient of our Presidential Scholar Award. Your hard work and your dedication up to this point really does speak volumes about the greatness that you will bring as you begin your college journey here at Oakland. I'd like to take just a moment to introduce some of our special guests we have with us this evening, joining us from many areas across campus who are here tonight to help welcome you to our university community. We have from the College of Arts and Sciences, Dean Kevin Corcoran, from the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, Director Amy Tully, from the School of Nursing, Dean Judy Didion, from the School of Health Sciences, Dean Kevin Ball, from the School of Engineering and Computer Science, Dean Louay Shamra, from the School of Education and Human Services, Dean John Marjoram Lays, from the School of Business Administration, Dean Michael Mazzio, from the Honors College, we have Dean Graham Harper and Ann Jackson, from Student Financial Services, Carrie Gilchrist, and from Undergraduate Admissions, Brittany Thomas, Reem Abed, and Ruthie Paula. Our guests will have an opportunity to introduce themselves a little later this evening. And at this time, without further ado, it's with great pleasure that I introduce the Oakland University President, Dr. Ora Hirsch Pescovitz, who has a few words to share with you this evening.
Well, thank you so much, Shane. It's really a great pleasure to be here and for me to welcome all of you to Oakland University and to the next step in your life's journey. You know, every experience that you've had has really, in my opinion, led you to this very moment, a moment in which you're discovering your limitless potential, where you'll explore a wide range of academic disciplines, get a chance to ponder your future, and really begin to realize the possibilities that are ahead of you in life. In the face of the pandemic that we've just experienced, each of us has faced great uncertainties over the last year. And as you have focused on your high school education or your courses at a community college, we know that the world has undergone a profound transformation. There's no question that it's been a difficult year. But I know this about each one of you. You're determined, you're hardworking, and you're passionate. And those are the very traits that got you here. And those are the traits that are going to get you to where you need to go next. During this unprecedented public health crisis, your decision to continue your education just might be the single most important decision of your life. And you need to know that we will take every single necessary precaution to make sure that your experience here is safe and that you're healthy and that you will thrive. I know we have some parents that are listening on as well. And if it's reassuring, I want to say that I'm a physician and I happen to be a pediatrician. So I hope that's reassuring to parents as well. In fact, in a recent survey conducted by Campus Magazine, Oakland University is ranked the single safest campus in Michigan and the third safest campus in the country. You know, first impressions are important. The first impression of Oakland University that I would like you to remember is that we want you to think of Oakland University as home. Maybe you're at your first home, but we want you to think of Oakland University as your second home. We're a welcoming campus, a place where your professors and your staff are absolutely dedicated to making sure that you have all of the support that you need to feel comfortable and to be successful. And that's because we consider it a great responsibility to support you. We want you to know that we will make sure that you will never feel alone. We're here for you, whether it's for academic advice or to counsel you at a difficult or a confusing moment in your life. And we want to make sure that you know that the range of career opportunities are available to you as you go on to pursue your degree. You know, going to college is a real adventure. It's new, it's exciting, and it's true that occasionally it might cause you just a little bit of stress and anxiety. But all of that is part of growing up, of maturing, and of the growth process. And if you remain open to learning and to just maturing, you're just going to be amazed at all of what you will accomplish and everything that lies ahead of you. Everyone that you come into contact with at Oakland has at some point or another stood in your shoes or something like your shoes to some degree. You know, when I was your age, I wondered what lay ahead in my future. When I went to college, I realized the joy of discovering new knowledge, and I couldn't wait to learn about the world, but also to learn some things about myself. And even to this day, I think so fondly about my undergraduate days, and I reflect on how my studies, all of the friendships that I made, and my college experiences, how they shaped the rest of my life, and they did. And so one thing I want to tell you is enjoy the days that lie ahead. You're at one of the most exciting and fascinating stages of your life. And we at Oakland want to make sure that you get the most out of this experience. Each of you has already proven yourself to be an outstanding student. After all, you're one of our presidential scholars. And I want you to keep in mind that we are already so proud of you. And we're so proud to have an opportunity to play just a small role in your personal development and a big role in your academic development. You know, it's not just a role. For us, this is our mission. And we are so passionate about serving the best interests of our students and of the entire Oakland University community. So joining me today, as you already heard from Shane, are all of our deans, and I'm not going to introduce them again. It's so important that you know that the measure of our success as a university is whether our students are succeeding. We take the time to look at each and every one of our students, and we know that success is measured one student at a time. And that means academic success, but not just academic success. Ultimately, it means career success, but not just career success. It also means success in life. So, thank you so much for choosing Oakland University. And we are delighted that you chose us. We chose you too. And so it's so good to be with you and to share in this special moment. My only regret is that we're not together in person, but that's coming. We're going to get to see you soon. I hope it's next fall, but if it's not next fall, it'll be I think it's going to be next fall. So we look forward to being a part of your remarkable and memorable journey, and I can't wait to get to be with each of you personally. Okay, and Shane, I'm going to pitch it back to you now.
All right, thank you so much, President Pescovitz. I don't know about you all, I'm certainly inspired. I'm remembering how exciting it was to have started my bachelor's degree journey as well. So you all are in a very exciting place right now. So thank you so much, President Pescovitz. I now have the pleasure, of introducing Dean Graham Harper of the University Honors College, who will be speaking with you tonight about the Presidential Scholar Success Program. So please join me in welcoming Dean Harper.
I had to have theme music, Shane. I had to come in with some music. I mean, it's only fair. Well, welcome everybody. I know that I've met a few of you already, which is fabulous. I know I'm going to meet a whole bunch more. Let me just make myself on screen there a little bit better than that. So welcome indeed. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Honours College program and a little bit more about the Presidential Scholar Medallion program that all presidential scholars get to complete and indeed graduate with a Presidential Scholar Medallion. But more so, I'm going to turn over to some of our current presidential students and indeed one graduate engineering student that's here this evening that'll talk to you about the student experience, both in the Honours College and as a presidential scholar. So you will know, many of you, and if you don't, you will certainly find out right now that, of course, you'll get priority registration for all your classes at Oakland as a presidential scholar, which means that if you're James studying history, hi James, or Ashley studying biochemistry, you will get equally, you will be able to get priority registration as presidential scholars, wherever you are. And indeed, that doesn't matter what major you're in. You'll also get the opportunity, and I think this is kind of significant, to meet folks that will help your careers. Now, all of our deans have fabulous programs and opportunities like that. The Honours College adds additional opportunities, especially for our presidential scholars. So this week we had the chair of the academic board of the Royal Society of Medicine visiting, and of course Honours College students got to talk to him and learn about what was going on in medicine in the United Kingdom and indeed globally. So if you're Brandon or Noah or Nita or Kushi, all of whom are going to be studying pre-med or biomedicine, you would have been fabulously interested in what Professor Patel, the academic board chair, had to say. Even if you're Max, who is going to come and study pre-vet, you may have got something out of that conversation. This coming week, we will have the Vice President of General Motors for Corporate Relations visiting, and Honours College students will hang out with her for a while. So if you're Aisha or indeed Edward, you would like to meet those sort of folks. So these are the sorts of things, experiences you get as an Honours College student, but also as a presidential scholar. The other thing that's significant, and you may hear about this a little bit from our students in a moment, the other thing that's significant is getting involved in research and creative activities. And indeed, we support those activities, provide grants for them. And again, whatever major you're in, that's going to have terrific impact on your future career, including your grad school potential. Creative activities indeed, so if you're Laura or William or John Caleb, who are working in areas of music and theatre, you guys will also be able to do a project that will be totally appropriate for your work as a presidential scholar. It's important though, I think a lot of the things that happens these days with people's future careers is not about just the GPA. It's also about those overall experiences and the idea that you can start a project and finish one. I mean, certainly for engineers, and we've got our wonderful Dean of Engineering here, Engineering and Computer Science, in fact, Lou H. Ummer is here this evening. Engineers need to be able to start a project and finish one. So again, if you're Eric, or Edgar, or Win, or Willow, or Asrith, you're going to be working in areas in engineering and computer science that's going to need those kind of skills. And we'll be able to support you to do that. And with the Honours College support, give you that extra financial support as well as support for project work. So those are just some of the things that make being a presidential scholar fabulous. But one of the things that's so significant, and you may have noticed it already, is personal attention is going to make a difference. High achieving and gifted students don't just need a program, they don't just need a course, they need personal attention so that we can turn to you and say, what do you need from us? What can we do for you? How can we get you to your goals? And that indeed is our entire life. That's what we love to do. We love to do it from before you arrive till after you leave us. And it doesn't matter what major you're in. So that's my segue, Shane. Giuliano Romano will kick us off, I think. He is indeed a pre-med student. I know we've got a number of pre-med students here this evening. And if Giuliano's there, I don't know if you want to slow it up a bit and you toss to Giuliano, Shane, or whether we can just move to Giuliano straight up.
Sure, Juliana, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for that warm welcome, Dr. Harper. It's great to be here. Like Dr. Harper said, my name is Giuliano. I am a senior biomedical science major here at OU, and I'm also on the pre-med track here. So just a little bit about myself. As far as campus involvement goes, I've been a part of the Honors College since I've joined, since I was a freshman here at OU. I have been involved in the Honors College to a variety of things. I served as a teaching assistant in the Honors College for the HC 1000 course, which you all will have a wonderful chance to take Great course. I absolutely loved it. I also served as a student fellow for that course this last year, which are both really amazing experiences. Outside of the Honors College on campus, I'm involved, I'm a supplemental instruction leader for human anatomy. I also TA in the human anatomy and in the lab. And then I'm also involved with research in the chemistry department under Professor Trivedi. So I'm pretty busy on campus. So you'll see me, hopefully see me in person around in the future. But I just really want to take a moment and talk about like my experience in the Honors College specifically. Guys, I remember what it was like to be coming to just to be starting college and like the nervousness and the excitement. You know, they say nervousness, like being nervous and excitement are the same feeling, right? It just depending on the context. So I remember being a freshman, coming to OU. I was in high school, I was top of the class, and I had a bunch of options when choosing a college. And it was very hard for me to like narrow down those choices. I was very indecisive, and you know, I fell in love with OU after my orientation day, but I still wasn't like 100% sure if like this was the place I needed to be to get where I was going. I can say that changed the first time I actually met Dr. Harper in person. We had met like at an event like this before, but we didn't really get a chance to talk. But the first time I actually got a chance to speak with him one-on-one was at a night like this with a presidential welcome. And after we were done speaking, I went up to him just to introduce myself, you know, say hello. And immediately he made me feel at home. He took a just 5-minute conversation, talking to me about what my interests were, what my career goals were, how I wanted to be involved on campus. And he just was more than willing to point me. He made suggestions and people who I should get in contact with. And I just knew then that this was the place that I wanted to be. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here tonight to try to get you excited, because I really do want to get you excited to start here at OU. But it wasn't only Dr. Harper who did that. It was my first year advisor doing that as well. All my professors my first year really made me feel welcome and excited to be on campus. And I just felt at home. So that's what I feel is great about Oakland in general, but specifically the Honors College as well. There's a great community feeling as a whole. You really get to start to build that in the HC 1000 course. Hopefully it'll be in person. If not, we've worked at, me and Dr. Harper and the other student fellows and all the TAs work really hard to create a great team and community atmosphere throughout that course as well. And, you know, being a presidential scholar specifically, you get not only to connect with the Honors College as a whole, but with other presidential scholars who are like-minded individual, very career focused, but also just not worried, but concerned with discovery and enjoying college and just embracing the whole experience. So it's a great program. I've learned a lot, connected with a bunch of different people. It's so not as much as college is great for progressing your knowledge and self-discovery, but also it's a great time to network and meet different people who are going to be vital in making connections and opening doors for your future. So Honors College has been amazing, presidential scholars, amazing, and my time at OU has been amazing. So I hope that sells you enough. I'm open for any questions, any comments, but thank you guys.
It's fabulous, Giuliano. And Giuliano is just going through the process now of his med school application. So we have 99% of our students, our graduates, are getting into one of their top 3 choices of grad school, at least one of their top 3 choices. So I don't expect Giuliano's going to have any trouble at all. But indeed, pre-med and a real star. We're going to turn over to Katie Croon now. Katie Croon should be here in this wonderful collection of folks. Katie's also in the sort of bio areas, but Katie's more interested in environmental science. So we have some bio folks here tonight that might have not a medical track, but an idea of going into something else. If you're there, Katie, maybe you can say a few words.
Hi, so yeah, I'm a bio major and I've definitely been heavily focusing on the ecology side of things. So I'm currently in the process of applying to go get my master's of science in bio. And I think the bio program is great. And also the HC helps with it is that I got to do research, like field research, starting the summer after my sophomore year. So the bio department does a program, so I applied to that. So that gave me like a really great springboard for my thesis and gave me some experience with like the type of work I would be doing, which helped out a lot. And then the Presidential Scholar Program, it definitely helps engage with the community. It gives you some more opportunities and kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone, but not too much. And then like Giuliano, I was also a TA for 2 years, and now I live in the Francis Morceri Scholar House, which is for juniors and seniors, and it's really fun. It's like a max of 8 people, so it's a nice little community. And again, there's more opportunities for engagement and service work, and then it's also like just a really fun time, and like you always have someone to study with, and so I would recommend applying once you guys can.
Thanks,
That's
Katie.
all.
Katie is the senior scholar in the Francis M. Morceri Scholar House. So she has what is called the presidential suite, which is the best suite in the house, right, Katie?
Yeah.
Yes, thanks, Katie. So we also have Hayley Crocker here. Hayley is a criminal justice major, I do believe, and indeed has also been a TA with the Honours College, but is a little bit a different subject area. So we get outside of bio for a while. Hayley, are you there?
Yes, hi, thank you. Yeah, so like Dr. Harper said, I'm a criminal justice student. I'm also minoring in both psychology and political science. So like you said, a little different, a little bit of a different track, which I think is really important when it comes to the Honors College is that, you know, I feel like when you think of high achieving scholars, you have that idea that there's only certain majors or certain types of careers that can be high achieving. But I think the Honors College at Oakland does such an amazing job of really diversifying the opportunities that they give students, no matter where you come from, no matter what you're interested in, there are always things for you to do, no matter where you want to go. And like Dr. Harper said, I've been a TA for the past 2 years and actually had the honor of working with Giuliano, who's my student fellow this last semester. So we'll shout out to him for doing such a great job. But I think he kind of covered it pretty well when it comes to TAing and getting involved there. It's a really great opportunity if you enjoy, you know, getting involved with other people, teaching, leading, and that kind of thing, which I mean, that's what the Honor College is all about, is teaching you how to lead, teaching you how to take that step forward and work with other people and network. As for just, you know, involvement in general, not just Honors College and everything too. I mean, I've done a lot of volunteer service. I've had the opportunity of working under professors in their research labs. I've had different volunteering opportunities on campus, off campus. And I really think that the Honors College helped kind of mobilize me to get me to that, because I was a very shy person when I came into the Honors College. I was not the kind of person that applied to things or went out of my way to talk to people or network or really get involved to that degree. I did what I could to get by and what I needed to do basically to pass or fail. But I think the Honors College has done such an amazing job of getting me out of my comfort zone, getting me to talk to people that I never thought I would talk to before, because that's really what it's about, is, you know, learning from others. And one of the biggest things actually is I'm actually not coming to you from Michigan right now. I'm in Colorado because I'm part of a transfer program right now as part of the National Student Exchange at Oakland University, which isn't an Honors College specific program, but it was another thing that I never thought I would have been able to do if it weren't for being a part of the Honors College. And also as presidential scholars, most of the programs that you can do at the NSC, it follows whatever you pay at Oakland, which means you can go to hundreds of different schools for like no money basically. So just a little, you know, benefit of being a presidential scholar and having that program. But when it comes to being a presidential scholar, I think Giuliano kind of touched on this a little bit, so did Katie, just having like that smaller little sense of community. You have the Honors College as a whole, but you have that smaller little tight-knit group of people that, you know, have the same priorities as you, and everyone has the same priorities, but they have the same background, and, you know, it's people that you can relate to even closer. So yeah, if I had to say anything overall, I just think that both being a presidential scholar and an Honors College student has just enabled me to do so many things that I never thought would be possible.
Thanks, Hayley. And Hayley's made a big contribution as a teaching assistant as well. And so it's made a contribution as well as gain things from the experience. And we kind of combine those things. Everybody, Giuliano and so on, make contributions as well as actually gain from things. And that exchange is a knowledge builder as well. So you learn a lot from doing things, working with other folks. it's kind of the way in which it works. It's an exchange project. That National Student Exchange is fabulous, and you can ask our international office about that, but also you can ask our advisors like Anne Jackson in the Honours College. Anne's here with us tonight. She's our advising coordinator and can help you sort of begin to get that process together if you'd like to spend a semester or even a year at another institution, but pay Oakland tuition. It's a great deal, and as Hayley says, she's currently doing it. I know we're pushed for time, but I wanted to just finish up then with somebody who graduated from Oakland, but is back to Oakland. We just can't get rid of him, but we don't mind. He's a engineering graduate, Brian Newmeyer, and is a fabulously inventive guy as well, who's currently setting up a project with a couple of colleagues to work with current Honours College students on a small satellite, which is going to be launched with Honours College student projects and other projects into the universe, I guess. Come on in, Brian, if you could land for a minute, unless you're somewhere in space.
Yeah, well, I imagine somewhere our communications are probably at some point going up into space. But yeah, thank you for the introduction. My name is Brian Newmeyer. I am a graduate from Oakland University, presidential scholar, Honors College alum as well. And I can honestly say that, you know, I wouldn't be where I am right now without those two wonderful organizations. Just the amount of additional resources that are available to you and assistance, it's unmatched. And it's just the types of people that you get to rub shoulders with. You know, the types of things you want to be challenged, right? Well, the hard thing is, you know, it's a challenge, and you're not on your own in doing that. You know, school's hard as it is, and being a part of the Honors College and a presidential scholar, there's a lot of different resources available for that. Speaking to what that's allowed me to do, when I was in Honors College, my thesis was building a very small scale fusion reactor. That was a rather in-depth process, and without the support of not only the engineering School of Engineering, but also Honors College and lots of different people at the university, it wouldn't have been possible. So I was just very grateful to be a part of these organizations, and I highly encourage you to stick with it, because it is worth it in the end.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. And thanks, Shane. Hope we didn't go over too much, but the last point to make is reach out, guys. I mean, we're here to help. The Honours College just loves to talk to students. Anne and I in particular, reach out to us and we can really help you out. No matter what you need to know, we're here for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Graham, as well as Giuliano, Katie, Hayley, and Brian. And remember, everyone, we will open the floor a little later this evening for questions. So hopefully a few of them are able to stick around with us. If you have questions for our amazing students or you want to know more about their Oakland experience, stay tuned for that. And at this time, I'm pleased to introduce our Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and our Provost, Britt Rios Ellis, who has a few words to share with you as well.
Great, thank you, Shane, and thank you, Graham. This is just such a wonderful experience, and thanks to the students. Good evening. I'm so pleased to welcome you, the OU Presidential Scholars, particularly because I know that you're among the top 5% of all of our student applicants, which is just highly impressive. I have to commend you for investing all of your time, dedication, the hard work that you've had in your education thus far. You've achieved outstanding success, and we're so pleased that you have made Oakland University your university of choice. You've made an excellent choice in coming to OU. You will find that you are well prepared to help channel your strong work ethic toward continued educational success and a tremendous future. And clearly you understand that obtaining a quality education is important in many ways. I would add that only that at no point in one's educational experience is this true than at the college level. For more than 60 years, Oakland University's mission and top priority is to provide you with a strong liberal arts education that prepares you for success in meeting your dreams and aspirations. Experience has shown us that this will not only open countless doors of opportunity in your future careers, but will also provide you knowledge and perspective that will enable you to experience and enjoy life to the fullest. Among the many unique advantages OU provides is an extensive interaction with tremendously accomplished and dedicated faculty. Through this interaction, each of you will have opportunities to learn of their remarkable achievements and how you can work toward doing the same in your own right. And, you know, I have to say, one of the things that was amazing is the number of books that I had on my shelf that are OU faculty. So when I started learning about the faculty here, it's just so impressive. So consider these. Faculty members in the OUWB School of Medicine have authored or contributed to the publication of more than 40 scholarly research articles tied to COVID-19 research. Adam Avery, an assistant professor of biochemistry, was just awarded a $400,000 grant to research gene mutations associated with a degenerative brain disorder that affects motor skills, including balance, coordination, and speech. 4 OU political science professors were featured in nearly 400 national and regional print and broadcast news reports regarding the presidential election in November. Psychology professors Virgil Ziegler-Hill and Todd Shackelford recently published the Encyclopedia of Personality and Individual Differences, the single most comprehensive information resource in this field. These are just a few of countless examples of OU faculty members making remarkable contributions to society and scholarship on a national and international scale. To note all of the accomplishments of OU's hundreds of faculty members would be impossible during our time together today. Suffice it to say that you will not lack opportunity to find educational and professional role models here, for they abound. I want you also to know that OU faculty members are more than prominent researchers and scholars. They are also world-class professors with unprecedented dedication to their students. Our faculty offer exemplary instruction in small class sizes and one-on-one learning interactions that dramatically enhance your learning. Although OU is intensely focused on advancing as a nationally and internationally ranked university of choice through research, scholarship, and community engagement, all here agree that nothing we do is more important than responding to our students' educational needs. You may have heard that Oakland is also known for compelling students to blaze their own path in learning. Faculty, staff, and student mentors do this by promoting countless ways to explore the world, both inside and outside of the classroom. We have seen students rise to the challenge and do that not out of a sense of obligation, but with a sense of enthusiasm. We have also seen aspiring students and graduates rise to accomplish extraordinary things in every vocational and avocational endeavor imaginable. You, as our newest cohort of presidential scholars, will be the next surprise to yourselves and your families and others with what is possible. Know that before you know is great potential to do more and greater things than any class that has come before yours. We look forward to seeing you strive to do just that. And once again, welcome to Oakland University and the limitless possibilities that lie before you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Britt. And now I'd like to introduce our next featured speaker, Glenn Mcintosh, our Senior Vice President for Student Affairs and Chief Diversity Officer at Oakland, who has a few words for you on getting connected to the university during your time here as students. Please join me in welcoming Glenn.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Just want to say congratulations to the recipients of the Presidential Scholarship and congratulations to the parents who have served as a guard and a guide to your son or daughter on their academic and life journey. It's a privilege to have this opportunity tonight to just have a few words with you. But to the Presidential Scholars, I want to ask you a question. How many of you talk to yourself? I mean, really have frequent conversations with yourself. Self-conversations are so interesting because most often those self-conversations are exploring, seeking, encouraging, and discouraging ourselves. is like a teeter-totter ride, up and down, up and down. We seek knowledge, information to answer questions that wander in our minds, our thoughts. How do I become the person that I want to be? How can I enter into a college experience and become one of the very best? How do I become a leader? If I dream a big dream that scares me, how can I move from being ordinary to extraordinary and make that big leap? And when I make that leap, will the net appear? Will the net appear? It's the question that everyone answers. If I go for something big and take that leap, will a net appear? Well, I'm here guaranteeing you that at Oakland University, our faculty, staff, and your fellow students will serve as net providers for you. They will catch you whenever you find yourself tipping, falling, and they'll pick you up and help you go to higher and higher levels of achievement. Now, I want to say that I followed the provost in making my remarks. And academics certainly are the #1 reason to go to college. But learning takes place outside of the classroom also. You have a chance to learn in state-of-the-art facilities, be taught by top-notch professors, but I alert you, there's a lot of learning and living to do outside of the classroom experience. When you accumulate that knowledge, the goal is to ask yourself, how do I apply this knowledge? What opportunities are there to test what I've learned? Test that knowledge to see if it really works. And that's where student affairs comes in. And we say, get involved. Get involved with leadership opportunities. Get involved with internships and co-op experience. Get involved, get connected with one of our over 200 student organizations. Throughout the Student Affairs Division, 24 departments are dedicated to providing you support services, everything from counseling to tutoring to housing, with the goal of helping you grow as a person. Beyond your academic pursuits, your career pursuits, how can you grow and make a difference in the world to be that game changer? And so, on behalf of the Division of Student Affairs and Diversity, I'm thrilled that you get a chance to come to Oakland University and be a presidential scholar and work with the wonderful Dr. Graham Harper. What a treat it is. And so, Shane, I'm going to stop right there, but I'm going to issue a challenge tonight to every student listening to me. I challenge you to meet me on campus in late August as you move into Oakview Hall, as you walk through the Oakland Center, and as you participate in the many programs and services offered on our campus. Welcome to Oakland University, the Golden Grizzly family. Go Black, go Gold, go Grizzlies. Thanks for having me tonight. Finish strong your senior year.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Glenn. I think this group is up for the challenge from what I've seen so far. And now at this time, I'd like to turn the program over to Brittany Thomas, Senior Recruitment Advisor in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions, who will assist us in introducing some of our other special guests we have with us this evening.
Thank you, Shane, and hello, everyone. As Shane mentioned, my name is Brittany Thomas, and I am a Senior Recruitment Advisor here in Undergraduate Admissions at OU. I am so happy to be with you all tonight. At this time, I would like to introduce or allow our deans and special guests to introduce themselves. First, we have the College of Arts and Sciences Dean, Dean Kevin Corcoran.
Hi, everybody. I will just warn you that that will not be the last time that Glenn Mcintosh challenges you to do something. I'm just going to be very brief here. You are leaders and you'll be successful no matter where you go to college. You're interviewing us as much as we're looking at you, and we have looked at you. We know you're going to be successful. Our provost, Dr. Rios Ellis, mentioned 3 different units in addition to the medical school. She mentioned Adam Avery. She mentioned 2 of our faculty in political science, John Klemansky and Dave Dulio. She mentioned 2 of our faculty members in psychology, Virgil Ziegler-Hill and Todd Shackelford. All of those faculty work directly with undergraduates on their scholarship and their research. We've talked a lot about working in labs. Let me just give you one last example, because there are tons of opportunities in research labs for pre-med students, for environmental science students. We had a student last semester in COVID who did an internship with the State Department. She was asked to do a paper on Angola. If you don't know where Angola is, it's in the southern part of Africa. And they wanted her to analyze some aspect of Angola. What she didn't realize was her paper was used to build the foundation for the United States government's relationships with Angola. Make a difference. Come to Oakland. Thanks.
Thank you. And from the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, Director Amy Tully.
Congratulations to all the students that are here tonight on your academic and artistic achievements that have led you here today as a Presidential Scholar. And congratulations to all the parents for successfully guiding and supporting your son and or daughter in this important and monumental process. Oakland University's School of Music, Theater, and Dance is a leading center of performing arts education in Southeast Michigan. We offer outstanding educational and performance opportunities to both undergraduate and graduate students and community members. Our SMTD students learn and grow as musicians, actors, dancers, designers, art educators, and researchers in a collaborative, inclusive, and supportive environment. For those of you who are considering music, theater, or dance majors, a plethora of exciting performance, research, teaching, study abroad, and other professional experiences await you over the next 4 years. At Oakland University, you will have personalized opportunities to work with accomplished faculty, like the provost said, who are in the top of their fields. And you'll collaborate with talented, motivated leaders and academically inspired students just like you. SMTD students are transformed through their experiences in the classroom, performance halls, practice rooms, and beyond. And while the majors and programs in SMTD are geared toward professional training in the performing arts, we also take great pride in the strong liberal arts education you will receive at OU. In fact, regardless of your major, there are multiple opportunities for non-music theater or dance majors to participate in music ensembles, plays and musical theater productions, and dance classes and performances that range from hip hop to classical ballet. And these experiences often satisfy general education requirements. These experiences, combined with a strong grounding in the liberal arts, prepare well-rounded students to become empathetic citizens, to engage successfully in a global society. Please know that we are here for you as you find your way, as you find your academic passion, and as you explore all that Oakland University has to offer. Welcome and congratulations on being a future Golden Grizzly.
Thank you, Amy. From the School of Nursing, we have Dean Judy Didion.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Brittany. Amy, I just want to say that when you talk about grounded in a liberal arts education, that's what nursing is all about at Oakland. And that's what we're proud of. As a baccalaureate education program in nursing, you'll find that foundation in the liberal arts. You'll be able to work in the honors college and still be a nurse. We have one of the largest nursing programs in the state of Michigan, and we also have one of the best. I have to say our graduates have been, about 95% of our graduates stay in Michigan, but we have graduates that are all over the country. And what I hear from the employees is that they love hiring the Oakland grads. So we're confident that our program will prepare you well in nursing. And certainly today, you've heard a lot about nursing in the media and the news every single day with COVID. We have continued to educate our students and they have continued to progress through the program throughout this pandemic. And they have learned a lot along the way. So if you come into our program, we still have clinical opportunities for you all over. Our students go to all the health systems in the Detroit metro area. You'll have a variety of experiences. We have a state-of-the-art lab that you'll practice and skills, but also participate in simulations where you can learn about quality and safety and make mistakes without harm. So we are there at your side at all times to help you feel confident as you move into the profession. And I have to say, this profession has been a wonderful profession for me. And if you talk to any of our faculty, they will tell you stories of their careers. Our faculty, not only do we have nurse scientists on faculty, but we also have nurse practitioners. So you'll find that our faculty are not only participating in research, but they also have clinical practices that they can share with you as you learn along the way. So I do hope that you consider Oakland, and I know some of you are looking at the direct admission process and others may not choose that, which is fine because you are scholars, obviously, just by your rank as presidential scholars. So I know that you'll be successful in our program. And if you have questions, I'm here, but thank you for coming and thank you to the parents that are here tonight.
Thank you. From the School of Health Sciences, we have Dean Kevin Ball.
Thank you, Brittany. Yes, it's really wonderful for you all to be here tonight. We greatly appreciate your spending time with us. Your choices, of course, are ultimate importance to you, but we also want you to join us and be part of the family here at Oakland University. School of Health Sciences, our motto is in purpose for health. And whatever the field, we have over 20 different options of different fields that you can pursue in health, including one of our newest programs in the next few years will be our physician assistant science program. We have just launched for 2021 a pre-physician assistant specialty within our clinical and diagnostic sciences department. So that's a field that is so important. In fact, physician assistant was just ranked #1 as one of the top professions for the future. So that's in clinical and diagnostic sciences, along with medical lab science and nuclear medicine technology, radiologic technology. Or maybe your interest is in human movement science. We have exercise science, an orthotist and prosthetist program that'll be new to us in another year. And of course, physical therapy, what a great career. And then beyond that, graduate careers that grow. The key ingredient about health today is that undergraduate education is essential. And from there, there's so many opportunities to move forward into graduate programming. And we have them here at Oakland University in our school, in nursing and medicine and all across our campus. Another field that people are interested in today is holistic health and pre-pharmacy. We have great connections for a direct admit into pharmacy schools. Pharmacy is a doctoral, well, it's not a doctoral, well, yes, it is often a doctoral program. And we have that option for you. Or maybe it's public health as a future for you. We have a really intriguing program in environmental health and safety and wellness and health promotion. So many options, so many great ways to move into your career. And let me just tell you about the slogan or the mantra for us. Built upon the foundations of the natural and behavioral sciences, School of Health Sciences transforms students into leaders, connects theory to best practices, and impacts the needs of communities. And these aren't just words. Our students are involved with our faculty day to day, impacting communities and making a difference. So we're really excited to have you, and we're thrilled that you're choosing Oakland University. Welcome.
Thank you. From the School of Engineering and Computer Science, Dean Louis Shamra.
Thank you, Brittany, and good evening, and congratulations to all the students and the parents on the accomplishment of your kids and for selecting Oakland University as the university of choice. School of Engineering and Computer Science, we're very proud of the fact that what separates us from other engineering colleges in Michigan, that we focus on both theory and hands-on experience. We have a lot of labs in our school, and even this, with the pandemic, we always offered in-person labs in our school, of course, with safety for everybody, and we reduced our lab to 10 students per session, just to make sure that the engineering experience is not lost with the pandemic. You're gonna have an opportunity to work on probably taking class for gaming, in terms of social, preventing any type of misinformation on social media. You can participate in augmented reality. We're going to launch that center next semester with Epic Games, next month actually in March with Epic Games. You can work on autonomous system. And most of all, I really appreciate our faculty and students where they work with the student organization to keep that engineering experience with you and outside the classroom as important as inside the classroom. This is very important. Now, in addition, for us, we always work with the student. Our job doesn't stop until every one of you achieve your goals and objectives in higher education. Whether you want to go to another university for a master's or a PhD, or if you want to get employment. Last year, again, despite the pandemic, 92% of our graduates accepted job offer. So even with the pandemic, even with what's happening with everything in the economy, engineering, computer science is in shortage. We need everybody, regardless of gender, regardless of ethnic background. We need people to come to engineering and computer science because the country needs you. We need you, especially you. You're very innovative, very smart, and we need more innovation in the School of Engineering and Computer Science. 99% of our graduates actually get jobs and work in Michigan. And over 85%, even last year, again, despite the pandemic, 85% of our students accepted internship that pays about average $19 an hour. So the bottom line is higher education is very strong, whether you actually everybody here, whether you go to business school, College of Arts and Sciences, health sciences, or music, dance, and theater, that college degree is going to help you a lot moving forward in life. Engineering, computer science, I really believe our school is very rich in opportunities for you, whether you want to do internship as a freshman or you participate in research with the faculty in the lab. So welcome to Oakland University, and please, when you come in September, come by my office on the 3rd floor of Engineering Center. And my office is always open, especially for the student. Congratulations, and thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you. From the School of Education and Human Services, Dean John Marjoram Lays.
Well, thanks a lot. And it's great to see everybody. I appreciate you all being here. President Pescovitz mentioned the difficulty of the times we're in, and I believe that hard times both shape and reveal character. I think that you're going to be part of a great generation, one that's going to be historic, one that America needs. President Pescovitz also mentioned the importance of thinking of Oakland as a home. You're going to spend about a quarter of your life here in these next 4 or 5 years, depending on your program. And it being a home is really important for you, and it's really important for us. We seek to provide that. Katie mentioned the importance of being out in the field. In the School of Education and Human Services, that's something that you'll do right away. So I think you're going to hear that from really all the deans. It's a hallmark of an Oakland University education. Vice President Mcintosh challenged you to take the great leap. I'm here to tell you that you cannot leap the chasm in 2 small hops. Think big. And this is a place, as he said, that'll support you in thinking big, but the big thinking is going to be yours and the big leaps are going to be yours. And I'm looking forward to seeing them. About our school, the School of Education and Human Services, we are one of the founding schools of the university. We've been here right from the start. We are the leading teacher preparation institution in the area. In last spring's external accreditation, we were one of the few schools in the country to achieve a perfect score. And school districts in the area recognize the values of our teachers. Of the 13 new teachers hired in Chippewa Valley over in Macomb County, 10 of them were graduates of our program, which is a pretty strong track record. We also do human resource development, which is the human side of HR. We help people to progress in their careers. And again, you're going to hear a theme from all of us. A lot of our students have paid internships in human resource development. It's a wonderful program, one of about a dozen in the country at the undergraduate level. In terms of our values, clinical practice is a value of ours. Community engagement is a value of ours. Innovative curriculum is a value of ours. And as Dean Didion said, one of our values is all of our faculty have walked this path, the path that you're contemplating ourselves. I know for me, I was a middle school teacher and a high school teacher. For all of our teacher preparation faculty members, they were teachers. For all of our human resource development people, they were human resource professionals. We're people who, we keep things real. And I think that's what you'll find about Oakland University. I believe in my heart that the American dream starts with places like Oakland University. I'm glad you're thinking about choosing us. I'm glad that we've chosen you. And thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thank you. From the School of Business Administration, Dean Michael Mazzio.
My colleagues and the president and our wonderful host, institution that we like to view as high human touch. And I think that's something that is a success for everyone. You have heard about people who have large number of internships. You have heard about opportunities to study abroad and other opportunities. And we're simply the same thing in the School of Business. In the School of Business, for a moment, there are about 15,000 business programs worldwide. Only about 550 are actually accredited. And among those, only 186 are accredited in the School of Business and also their accounting program. And yes, our program is accredited in both of those areas, only 186 worldwide. But one of the things about accreditation is they actually want us to be focused on a mission. And in the business school at Oakland University, our mission is student success. And so while we have wonderful programs in data science, in actuarial science that we do share with the College of Arts and Science, we also have HR, human resource science, marketing, digital marketing, and the like. But we really do believe in developing that person wholehearted. We have at least several things to mention. One, because we care so much about development, we actually manage $2 million Kresge Foundation fund and an actual trading floor. And that returns on have exceeded all market measurements. We have a program that's actually rather unique among business schools, and that's our CHEAP program. And that is actually a parallel program that helps develop you in a professional sense. So we can go on about a number of things, but I think we're just sharing with you all the things that Oakland University has, and you may choose actuarial science, or you might be an engineer, but it's a common theme here is high human touch. And with that, thank you for at least considering us, and congratulations on all your successes already.
Thank you. I would also like to allow our representative here with us this evening from Student Financial Services to introduce themselves. Carrie Gilchrist.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Carrie Gilchrist. I'm the Senior Financial Aid Outreach Advisor at Oakland University, and I encourage you to do your FAFSA, and I'm very excited to welcome you all to OU.
Thank you, everyone.